G'day Facebook friends, Rod here. Hope you're all doing well. I never know where to look when I've got my phone, so if I'm not looking in the right spot, my apologies. Hope you've all had a great day. Now, if you were on our live stream earlier today, on Friday mornings I'm doing our Artpreneur, art business chat for those who are interested in taking some of their art and making some sales or even starting an art teaching business like I've done. So if you're on that this morning or you've watched the replay, and if you haven't, go and check it out if that's of interest to you, right? I talked about the idea of getting into being productive as an artist, getting into the studio every day, even on the days when you don't feel like it, right? And producing art that you can then put into the marketplace for sale. And we talked briefly about eBay and why that's one platform where you can start selling, and it's one I recommend beginners to utilize, right? Not for experienced people, but for beginners. So we talked about that this morning on our live stream, and if you haven't checked it out, then go and do so. But I thought I'd do this little video for you because after that live stream, I went and did a speaking engagement for the Country Women's Association, which was a lot of fun, and morning tea was good, right? Which I shouldn't be having, but anyway. So I went and did that, then I had meetings, and then I had a planning session. So I spent the whole day out of the office, out of the studio, not painting, right? But I'm mindful of how important it is for me to paint every day if I can, and to try and do 2 or 3 practice paintings every single day. And I don't like those people who preach but then don't do what they say, right? You know what I mean? Like there's lots of people out there who are prepared to give you advice but they don't follow it. I prefer to follow the advice that I give because the advice I give you is what I'm actually doing, right? So by the time I got home, I really couldn't be bothered painting. And I was going to not paint. I was going to go and actually do some reading and stuff and just chill out and get some beers and watch the footy, right? But I thought, no, if you're really serious about stepping up and developing your artwork and selling more, you've got to paint every day. You know, you just have to if you want to start earning an income from it. Now, if you're a hobby artist, this won't apply to you at all. May not be of interest to you. So I didn't really feel like it, but then I came home and thought I'm going to just do a little practice painting, right? This is a 12 by 16 inch, and that's Sorrento Beach in the morning. I've painted this subject a number of different times, right? And it's a favourite subject I always come back to. And I like trying different variations of it and different versions of it. And it's one that's always sold well as well. Whenever I've done a painting of that and put it up for sale, always sold well. So I thought, I don't really feel like painting. What can I do? And just for the sake of practicing and continuing the daily discipline of painting to improve, I'm looking to improve my painting. I thought, okay, I'll just do a 15-minute painting, right? I'm not going to muck around, 15 minutes, and I'm not going to fuss over it. I'm just going to get a big brush and just lay paint in, because I know just the habit of doing that over and over and over is what is going to make me a better painter, and it's also what will make you a better painter as well. So I just did this one in 15 minutes, right? Big brush, caused absolute chaos in the studio, right? So I got to clean that up. But sometimes, when you least feel like it, that's the time you've got to push yourself that little bit more. Now, again, if you're a hobby artist, this message, not really relevant to you. Paint whenever you feel like it, right? But if you're somebody who's serious about improving their art and you really want to get better at your art and, take it to that next level and start to make sales from your art or build an art teaching business, if you're that person who's committed to it, then the number one thing to do is to improve your craft, to get better. I'm not the best artist in the world, right? I readily admit that, but I'm getting better and better all the time, and it's a journey. For me, I see myself working in an art business until I'm 80 something, right? And God willing, whilst I'm physically able to, this is what I'm going to be doing, right? So I'm 100% committed to it. So how do I get better? How do I improve, right? How do I get to a point where I can develop paintings and sell them on a regular, consistent basis, as well as build the teaching business? So the best way I know to do that is to paint every day. And I mentioned on our live stream this morning, our Artpreneur, art business chat stream, that you've got to do 2 things. You have to invest in your own skills and knowledge. Find a mentor who can take you to that next level, right? For some of you, that'll be me, but for others who maybe you've already advanced a bit, It might be someone else, right? I know which mentors that I follow, and there's only a handful of them because I can see they're so far further ahead of where I am that they stretch me to become better. So there's only a handful that I follow. You don't need a lot. You only need a couple. And when you find the right people, follow them, right? Now, don't make the mistake of thinking you're further ahead than where you are. A lot of people say to me, "Oh, Rod, you're a great painter." You know, that's 15-minute painting, so don't necessarily look at that one. They say, "Oh, Rod, you're a great painter. You're so lucky to have so much talent," right? But the way I look at it is, I'm a good painter, and I'm improving all the time. But I'm not a great painter. You know, a great painter is someone like a Warwick Fuller in Australian landscape terms, you know, or a Casey Seeley, John Wilson, and Ken Knight, Todd Whitson. You know, they're great painters. You know, they're people who have been doing it for 30 or 40 years and have been living a daily commitment to it, right? So I'm not a great painter, but I can see where I'm going. So you've got to be realistic about where do you fit in terms of your current ability and skill. And the only way to go and improve is to get more skills and knowledge, and then to paint all the time, right? All the time. Even if it means, like, you've been out all day like I have been, and I really didn't feel like doing a painting today, even if it means just doing a 15-minute painting, I guarantee you, it'll help you improve your painting. Just that daily, consistent effort. Now, if you've been on some of our live streams, I've been doing, I haven't got any examples here, but I do 2 or 3 little 8x10 paintings every day as practice. And they're the ones I'll pop up on eBay, right? So if they sell for $10 or $20, I don't care, right? Because the more you put up on a platform like eBay and put them at 99-cent auctions, don't be emotionally attached to the painting, right? When I started out, for the first 5 years, I was emotionally attached to every single painting that I did. I'd do a painting like that and I'd fall in love with it. And then I'd think it's worth, $800, I'm not going to part with it unless I get a really good price for it. The problem is, after you've done 1,000 paintings, right? My bedroom's full. I've got a spare bedroom completely full of paintings, and I've got 300 paintings over there, and all my plein air paintings over here, probably another 50. Yeah, you get to a point where you remove your emotional attachment. Now, there are some that you keep. Keep some for prosperity purposes, right? But with the rest, remove your emotional attachment and just get them into a marketplace where people go to buy art, right? So that might not be your own website initially, unless you've already got an audience and traffic. Put it where people go to buy art. Where do people go to buy art? Well, I know that they go to eBay. They don't pay huge prices on eBay unless you're a known artist. But there are some artists who are making 6 figures plus on eBay, right? That's one marketplace. Etsy, they go to Etsy to buy art. They go to places like Saatchi Online and Blue Thumb and a lot of online galleries. Not all of them, but some of them do, right? Just turn them over. Just pop them up there. And eBay's great. If you put them into an auction environment, 99 cents, and let the marketplace determine where they're at, and just keep putting lots and lots of paintings up, and then occasionally put some up that are maybe framed at a higher price, right? So this is what I've been doing. I've been building it up this month, and I'll do over $500 in sales this month on eBay, the first month. Now, normally it takes 3 to 6 months to build up to that sort of level. I've got a bit of a following, right? I've done it before. I know what I'm doing. If you're starting out, it might take you 6 months. But hey, if it took you 6 months to get to $500 a month, here's the thing you got to know. You have to understand this. If you can get to $500 a month selling your art, then you can get to 5,000. Right? It's just a matter of time, and it's a matter of dedication, of focus and work, right? And improving your skills. And you improve your skills by painting every day and learning new knowledge. So if you can get to 500, you can get to 5,000. Absolutely no question. It's just a matter of you getting better and building a bigger audience of people who want your paintings, right? So I kind of lost track of what I was actually talking about, but I hope this has been of interest to you. I kind of want to tie it into our live stream this morning and just let you know, like, this is what I was talking about when I was talking about production. Every day producing something that you can sell. Because if you don't produce enough artwork, you don't have enough in the marketplace to sell. And if you want to make an income of some sort from your art, again, this is not for everyone who's on our More Art School channel, but if you want to make some sort of an income from your art, you have to produce a lot of art, and then take that art and put it into a marketplace where people go to buy art. There's no point putting your artwork in a marketplace where they don't go there to buy art. They're there for some other reason, right? Put it where people go to buy art, and then build an audience in that place, in that marketplace. And as you get better and you build that audience, they'll start fighting over it, right? Thank you, Vicky, and everyone else who's joined us. Thank you. So I hope that helps. I'm going to pop this up on eBay. It's a 12 by 16 inch acrylic painting. And I know that people will, there'll be people on eBay who want to buy this. I'm going to start it at 99 cent auction. Why? Because it's a practice painting for me, but somebody's going to love it. They're going to frame it up, and in 10 days' time, somebody's going to own that painting, get it framed and have it on their wall. And it's another painting with my name on it in somebody's home. It's another talking point. It's another little bit of marketing out in the marketplace as well, okay? So I need to go and wash my hands, wash my brushes, go and make some dinner. I hope this has been of help. If you're interested in the painting, check out eBay over the weekend. And I hope this message has resonated with one or two of you who are maybe looking to take that next step. And you can do it. You can absolutely do it. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worthwhile, right? And I'll leave you with that thought. One other thing, for those of you who have been thinking about this, I'll have another look at the painting. We've got 2 more spots left in the Selling Art Online coaching program. Email me if you're interested, all right? But here's the most important thing. Go and do a painting and have fun doing it. Cheers.